Ready for more from that amazing yard? Well, welcome to Finding America. It's really great to see you here. Now, this week's episode picks up right where we left off in last week's episode, where I'm detecting one of the best little turn-of-the-century yards I've ever had the pleasure to metal detect. Now, it's not a huge yard by any means, but it is absolutely packed from edge to edge with amazing finds. Well, to put it into perspective, everything you're about to see in this episode, I found by doing just 3 rows in the front yard. I found so much in those 3 rows that it took me 3 hours to do them. I have to say, I was having the time of my life, and I really hope you enjoy watching this one. Well, next thing was giving me a bit of a high tone, dug down just a few inches, and thought I had a musket ball or something, but it looks like I have some type of round finial. Pretty cool, probably threaded, but interesting little piece, just thought I'd show you. Well, it's kind of a cool recovery. It's got a 1718 here, and I saw a key sticking out, and I popped it out, and I have the entire keychain. 2 keys on it, and this little, I was hoping there might be something on it, but little leather keychain. That just looks like 2 keys and a plain black leather keychain, so pretty interesting. Don't usually see them coming out of the ground like that. And I'll get it cleaned up. We'll see if there's anything on it later on. Well, this one was giving me an interesting signal too, a 19, which of course is one of our favorite numbers to dig. You never know what it's going to be. Hoping for an Indian, but got something just as cool, I think. Yep, looks like a ring. I saw it pop out, and it must have been gold-plated or something in the past, but pretty small ring, might belong to a little girl, but nice little find, definitely old. Well, I am just starting the very first row of the front yard, and I tell you, this place is just loaded with targets and signals. Got a nice 12 signal, and I started digging down, and I saw a little bit of halo, so I started moving it, but look at that. Here's a nickel completely on edge. And I tell you, the Equinox is amazing at picking up coins on edge. Never seen anything like it before. Look at that. See what kind of nickel this is. Ah, we got another buffalo. Check it out. Completely on edge. How nice is that? Just amazing. So, I'll tell you what, that's like the 3rd, 4th nickel. Definitely a yard for nickels. Might have a date. A little hard to tell. But I'll get it cleaned up and give you a better look at it, but that's awesome. Great recovery. Well, I just had to show you this one. It's in really nice condition. I toothpicked it. I've got a 1937, and unfortunately it has 4 legs, not 3, but what a beautiful nickel. Well, this is a interesting target here. Give me a decent 21 signal. Dug down pretty far and got this. I have no idea what that is. So hopefully I can put in some apple cider vinegar, maybe get some markings off of it. I don't know. Might be this week's mystery find. Well, I got something very cool in this hole. It was giving me 18. I just wish it was whole. But look at this. It's an old toy. And I brushed this side. It says Texaco. It's part of an old toy Texaco fuel truck. That is awesome. I thought it was a locomotive, but then I saw Texaco, and I think this is a wheel arch right here. So that is an oldie too. Let's hope there's some complete ones out in this yard somewhere. Well, I got a really cool piece right here. It was giving me a 23. I thought it was going to be a wheat penny, and I pulled it up, and I still thought it was a wheat penny, but then I noticed it was a little concave. I got to show you this. Look at that beautiful button. Sweet ore. That was a overall workwear company. This one's going to be early 1900s, and it's missing the little back on it, but I toothpicked it and everything, and that was what was on it, and it is a beauty. I absolutely love this button. Well, I got something cool in this hole. Starting the second row of the front yard, and was getting a 13. It was down there pretty good, and I finally saw it slip out, and I think I might have a silver nickel just looking at that edge. So let's see. Oh yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Get this back here. Yep, sure enough. Well, let me get it cleaned up and I'll be right back. Well, there you go. It's actually a first year 42 with the Philadelphia mint mark. Now this is first year for the silver war nickels, and of course they put silver in them because they needed nickel for armaments for World War II. And they actually made both varieties in 42, the silver and the regular nickel. So pretty cool, and don't usually find too many first year ones, so it's nice to have this. Well, might have something interesting in this hole. It was giving me a pretty decent high tone, 25 to 28. Ground is just so dry. I can't wait for wet ground. This yard's just going to be flat out phenomenal after it gets some moisture. It's already incredible. But I got something here. I have no idea. Look at that. It's got two red eyes, whatever it is. Is it like a cat pin or something? I don't know. Look at that. It's definitely a pin of some type. Wow, that's pretty cool. Let me get it brushed up just a little bit and I'll be right back. I'm still not sure exactly what it is. It's either a cat or a dog. I don't know. I'll work on it when I get home, but that's a neat little pin. Well, as I was driving home later that day, it dawned on me that I'd found an old Felix the Cat pin. Now, Felix the Cat was created by a man named Otto Mesmer in the early 1920s, and Felix the Cat was America's first cartoon superstar. Now, Felix the Cat was actually inspired and modeled after the little tramp, Charlie Chaplin. Now, Felix the Cat became so popular, he was chosen by U.S. Fighter Squadron 2B to become their mascot, and they had his image emblazoned on the side of their airplane holding a bomb, a tradition that continues to this day. Well, not many people know this, but the very first image that was ever transmitted over the television airwaves was done by NBC in 1928 using one of the very first RCA television cameras, And that image that they transmitted was Felix the cat. Well, Felix has yet another honor. He was the very first cartoon character ever to be made into a parade balloon. He made his debut appearance in 1933 at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Well, that crazy cat Felix has definitely had a very long and illustrious history, and he's still going strong today. Well, I tell you, I take 2 swings and I go back down for another signal to dig. It's pretty amazing out here. Getting another 12-13 signal, dug down, stirred up an ant's nest, but looks like I got another button. And believe it or not, I think this is probably the 3rd one of this variety that I found. And it's an old sundress button, a little sew on, so definitely going to be 20s to 40s, somewhere in there, but really cool looking button. Well, this is another very cool little item here. It's giving me a 15. I saw the halo, knew there's probably something old in the hole, and I got this. It has some writing on it, and it's got a date, January 1918. Now, I dug one of these before, and we had this as a mystery find, and I learned that this is the end of a belt, a military belt, World War I issue. So, pretty cool little brass end with the name of the manufacturer and the date on it. So, that's my second one that I found, and I think they're really cool. Another nice little target here is giving me a high tone 2122, just 2-3 inches down, and I got an early weedy, and I toothpicked it. It's a little hard to make out. I think it's in the teens. I have to wait till I get it cleaned up a little bit more, but I'll tell you, this place is just loaded. Well, I always enjoy finding these. This one was giving me an 11. It was pretty deep, about 8 inches. Finally worked it out, and old railroad spike. So pretty cool. And of course, you guys that have been watching my videos for a long time know I also enjoy finding these because it gives me a great opportunity to put an awesome train picture up. Well, this one was ringing up 19 and going to a high tone 21. Pulled it out about 4 inches only, and got myself another nice early weedy. I think it's a 1917, but I'll take that. Another nice early coin. I'll tell you what, it's a phenomenal permission, I've got to say. Getting an 11. And dug down, said it was off to the side, so I popped this and check it out. Hopefully you can see that. Another old nickel sitting in the ground, and I haven't touched it yet, but most of these have been pretty old ones. Yeah, this one's another one. Look at that. Another beautiful buffalo. That is phenomenal. Wow. Yep, and I think I'm going to get a date off this one. I think it's going to be a teens. Let's see. A little hard to make out right now, but I'll get it cleaned up. We'll see what the date is, but that, I love digging buffaloes. Well, I'll tell you, this place just blows me away. It really does. Every 2 feet there's something interesting. Getting an 18, pop the plug, fishing around the dirt, and I see something pop out. Shouldn't be a nickel this time. Let's see what this is. Wow, I have no idea. It's a little bigger than a nickel. Maybe a token? I don't know. Oh my gosh, let me see. I'm going to try to get it clean enough so we can see what it is. I'll tell you what, it looks old. I have no idea. Let me toothpick it a little bit and I'll be right back, but boy, this sure looks interesting. Boy, I'm hoping you can see this. You can see it's holed at the top, but there's a real old style numeral 5 on it. And the other side, not quite sure. It's just really worn, but it is old. You can see the 5 on there, hopefully. I think it says 5 cents. I think it's got a little C. This is a really cool old token, I think. Maybe I can get something off this side. It looks like there's something there. It's just really tough to make out here, but awesome find. Another awesome find. Well, I think I got another one. This one was giving me a 12. You can see the halo. So I knew I had something, and it's an old nickel again, so I thought we'd find out together. It's another buffalo. Can you believe this? It still has some of the shine. Look at that. It still has some of the nickel shine on it. That's pretty cool. You don't see that very often. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Let's see. I'll tell you what. It's amazing how many buffaloes I've found here now. I don't think I'm going to date off that one, but to see it still have some of the original luster on it, that's really incredible. Well, I'll tell you what, I think I may have something absolutely incredible in this hole. Got a 21 right here and got a bottle cap. Then I was getting a 13 signal right here. So I'm hoping for a nickel. I dig down and I get the remains of a pocket knife. But are you ready for this? When I flip it over, I am almost certain that this is a gold pocket knife. This handle here is inscribed with a design or initials, but I believe that is solid gold. Oh, that's freaking incredible. Never heard or seen of that before. So, just had to show it to you. I'll get it cleaned up when I get home. But holy cow, that is definitely as good as a pocket knife gets. Wow. Well, that knife was spectacular, and I wish it had been solid gold, but it was definitely a nice gold-plated pocket knife. And I'd never found one with a date on it, 1915. That was amazing. Well, I have to say, not a bad bunch of finds for just 3 rows in the front yard. And I can't wait to show you the rest of what I found in the front yard next week. I really hope you enjoyed watching this one. And here's one more look at all the very cool things that I found in this episode. Well, I'm always inspired when I find those old store tokens. So I thought I would share some really amazing old photos of how cool those old stores really were, and how shopping at them often became a social event as well. Those pictures are coming up in just a few seconds. And remember, it's history that makes a find a treasure, and I can't wait to see you back here next week on Finding America.